Signor. No. Thus.
He's very clear about this. He was not 3 weeks off when I left him.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
Few of any sort and none of name.
The victor is twice as old when the teamer brings home full numbers. I find here that Don Pedro have bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part, and equally remembered by Don Pedro. He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing in the figure of a lamb the feats of a lion.
I pray you, is Signor Montalto returned from the wars, or no?
I know none of that name, lady. There was none such in the army of any sort.
Who is this you speak of, niece?
My cousin means Signor Benedick of Padua.
Oh, he's returned, and as pleasant as ever he was.
I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed, for indeed I promise to eat all of his killing.
Faith, niece, you tax Signor Benedict too much, but he'll be meet with you again. I doubt it not.
He hath done good service, lady, in these wars.
A very valiant trencherman.
And a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady, but what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with all honourable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man, for the stuffing. Well, we are all mortal.
You must not, madam, mistake my niece. There's a merry war betwixt Signor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and now is the whole man governed with 1. So that if he have wit enough to keep himself warm, let him bear the difference between himself and his horse. Who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
Is it possible?
Oh, very easily possible. He wears his faith, but that's the fashion of his hat. It never changes with the next block.
I see, lady. The gentleman is not in your books.
No, and he were, I would burn my study. But I pray you, who is his companion? Is there no young square now that will make a voyage with him to the devil?
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh Lord, he will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker was presently mad. Oh, God help the noble Claudio. If he have caught the Benedick, it will cost him £1,000 ere he be cured.
Don Pedro is approached.
Good Signor Leonardo, you have come to meet your troubles. The fashion in the world is to avoid cost, and you encounter it.
Oh, never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace, for trouble being gone, comfort should remain, but when you depart from me, happiness takes its leave and sorrow abides.
For you embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter.
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir? That you asked, huh?
No, Signor Benedict, for then were you but a child.
You have it full, Benedict. Truly, the lady follows herself well. Be happy, lady, for you're like an honorable father.
Signor Leonardo, be her father. She not have his head on her shoulders for all Messina's liking as she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedick. Nobody marks you.
Why, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die while she had such meat for defeated as Signor Benedick? Oh, courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come come in a present.
Oh, why then it's courtesy a turncoat. But it's certain I'm loved of all ladies. Only you accepted. And I would have confided in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women. They would else have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood I'm of your humour for that. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
Well, God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other may escape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, and for such a face as yours,
Well,
man.
you are a rare parrot teacher.
A bird in my tongue is better than a piece of yours.
Oh, I wish my horse had the speed of your tongue and so good a continuer, but in God's name, I'm done.
You always end with a jade's trick. I know you are bold.
That is the sum of all, Leonato. Good Signor Benedick, Signor Claudio, my dear friend Leonato hath invited us all. I tell him we stay the least a month, and he heartily prays some occasion may taste the longer. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but the praise from his heart.
Longer?
If you swear, my lord, you shall not be forsworn. Let me bid you welcome, my lord. For, being reconciled with the prince, your brother, I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I am not of many words, but but I thank you.
Please, in your grace, lead on.
Come, Leonato, we will go together.
Benedick! Benedick!
Didst thou note the daughter of Signor Leonato?
I noted her not, but I looked on her. Come!
Is she, not a modest young lady?
You question me as an honest man should for my simple, true judgment. Or would you have me speak after my fashion, being a professed tyrant to their sex?
No. I pray you speak in sober judgment.
Why, methinks she's too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, and too little for great praise. Only this commendation can I afford her, that were she other than she is, she'd be unhandsome, and being no other than she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkest I am in sport. I pray thee tell me truly how thou likest her.
Would you buy her, then you inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and a case to put it into. But, speak you this with a sad brow. What shoe shall a man take with the golden sword?
In mine eyes, she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see it without spectacles, and I see no such matter. That's her cousin. And were she not possessed with a fury, exceeds as much in beauty as does the 1st of May and the last of December. But I hope you have no intent to turn a husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself. Though I would have sworn the contrary if Hero would be my wife.
So it's come to this. Hath the world not one man that'll wear his cap with suspicion? Shall I never see a bachelor of 80 again? Well, go to, and I'll thrust your neck into a yoke, wear the print of it, and sigh away Sundays. Here's the prince returned to seek you.
What secrets have kept you here, thee Thornot Leonatos?
I wish your grace would constrain me to tell.
I charge thee, or thy allegiance.
Oh, do you hear, Count Claudio? I can be as secret as a dumb man, I'd have you think so, but on my allegiance, he is in love! And with who? Now that's your grace's part. Mark how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonato's short daughter.
This was so reductive.
Like the old tale, my lord. It is not so, it was not so, but indeed, God forbid, it should be so.
My passion changed not shortly, God forbid it should be otherwise.
Amen if you love her, the lady is very well worth.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thoughts.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my true faith and troths, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
But that I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will die in it at the stake.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
Oh, I never could maintain his part, but in the force of his will.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But that I will have a retreat winded in my forehead, or hang my bugle from an invisible baldric, all women shall pardon me. For I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any, I'll do myself the right to trust none. And the finest for which I may go, the finer I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee, ere I die, look pale with love.
With sickness, with anger, or with hunger. My lord, not with love.
Well, if thou dost fall from this faith, thou wilt prove a notable example. In time, the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
Yeah, the savage bull may, but if ever the sensible Benedick bear it, plug off the bull's horns and plant them in thy forehead. And let me be vilely painted in such great letters as they may write, here is good horse to hire. Let them signify under my sign, here you may see Benedick, the married man.
Well, you temporize with the hours. In the meantime, good Signor Benedick, prepare me to Leonato's. Commend me to him, and tell my shall fill him at supper, for indeed he hath made great preparation.
Oh, I have just enough matter in me for such an embassage. And so I leave you.
My liege, your highness, now may do me good.
My love is thine to teach. Teach it but how, and I shall see you how apt it is to learn thee any hard lesson that may do thee good.
Has Leonato any son, my lord?
No child but Hero. She's his only heir. Dost thou affect upon her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord. When you went onward on this ended action, I looked on her with a soldier's eye. The light but had a rougher task in hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now I am returned, and that war thoughts have left their places vacant. In the rooms come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young Hero is. Saying I like to where I went towards.
Thou shalt be like a lover presently, and tire the hero with a book of words. If thou dost love fair Hero, cherish it, and I will break with her and with her father, and you will have her.
How sweetly you do minister to love, that no love's grief by his complexion. But lest my liking might too sudden seem, I would have solved it with a long entreaties.
What need the bridge which broader than the flood? The fairest grant is a necessity. Look, what will serve is fit. 'Tis once thou lovest, and I will fit thee to the remedy. I know we shall have great revelling tonight, and I will tell fair Hero of Claudio, and in her bosom I'll unclasp your heart, and take her hearing prisoner with the force and strong encounter mine amorous tale. Then to her father will I break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine.
Yeah.
In practice, let's put it presently.
Oh, wife! Where's my cousin? Oh, have you provided music?
Oh, he's very busy about it. But I can tell you strange news that you yet dreamt none of.
Are they good?
As the event stands them, but they have a good cover, and they show well out. Prince and Count Claudio were thus much overheard by a maiden. Prince said to Claudio that he loved our daughter and meant to acknowledge it this night in the dance. And if you found her accordant, he meant to instantly break with you of it.
Half the fellow in your wit that told you this.
A good sharp fellow, Christian high himself.
No. Good. hold it as a dream till it appears again. But I will acquaint my daughter with all that she be better prepared for an answer. Pre-adventure, this be true. Go you until half it.
What a good year, my lord! Why are you thus out of measure, sad?
There is no measure in the occasion that breeds. Therefore the sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I've heard it, what blessing brings it?
Not a present remedy, at least a patient, sufferance.
I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause, and smile at no man's jests. Eat when I have stomach, and wait for no man's leisure. Sleep when I'm drowsy, and tend on no man's business.
Yay! But you must not make the full show of this till you may do it without controlment. You have of late stood out against your brother, and he has taken you newly into his grace, where it is impossible you should take true root, but by the fair weather that you make yourself.
I'd rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. I cannot be said to be a flattering, honest man. It must not be denied. But I am a plain dealing villain. If I had my teeth, I would bite. If I had my liberty, I would do my liking. In the meantime, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me.
Can you make no use of your discontent?
I make all use of it, for I use it only. What news, Borachio?
I came yonder from a great supper. The prince, your brother, is royally entertained by Leonato, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve for any motive to put mischief on? What is he for a fool that betroths himself to unquietness?
Marry, it is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio.
Even he.
Proper squire. And who, which way looks he?
Marry on Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato.
How came you to this?
I saw the prince and Claudio in sad conference. I whipped me behind the arras, and there it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for Claudio.
Come, let us thither. This may prove fruit to my displeasure. That young starter hath all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him any way, I bless myself every way. You are both sure and will assist me.
To the death, my lord.
What? Let us to the great supper. There cheers the greater that I am subdued. Shall we go prove what's to be done?
We'll wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John here, supper?
I saw him not. How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but I'm heartburn an hour after.
He's of a very melancholy disposition.
He were an excellent husband, though made just in the midway between him and Benedick. The one is too like an image and says nothing. And the other two like my lady's eldest son, evermore tattling.
Then half Signor Benedick's tongue in Count John's mouth, and half Count John's melancholy in Signor
With a
Benedick's
good leg and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse, such a man could win any woman in the world, if he could get her goodwill.
By my troth, thee, thou wilt never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
In faith, she's too cursed.
Too cursed is more than cursed. I shall lessen God's sending that way, for it is said that God sends a cursed cow short horns, while to a cow too cursed he sends none.
So by being too cursed, God sends you no horns.
Just if he sends me no husband. For the which blessing I am at him upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face.
You may like a man that hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him a waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard is than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him.
Well, daughter, I trust you will be ruled by your father.
Yes, faith. It is my cousin's duty to make a courtesy and say, Father, as it please you. But yet for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow, or else make another courtesy and say, Father, as it please me.
Well, Elise, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Ho, ho! Not till God make men of some other metal than earth.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you that way, you know your answer.
The fault will be in the music, cousin, if you be not wooed in good time. If the prince be too important, tell him there is measure in everything, and so dance out the answer.
Cousin, you apprehend shrewdly.
I have a good eye, uncle. I can see a church by daylight.
The rebel said to his wife, make good room.
Lady, will you walk with me?
So we walk softly and look sweetly and say nothing. I'm yours for the walk, especially when I walk away.
With me in your company.
I may say so when I please.
And when please you say so.
When I like your favor. For God defend the Luke should be like the case.
Speak low, we speak low.
I know you well enough! You're my husband!
The word I am not.
I know you by the waggling of your head.
To tell you the truth,
I counterfeit him. You could never do him so ill well. Bless you, the very man. Here's his dry hand up and down. You are he. You are he.
At word I am not.
Come. Do you think I do not recognize you by your excellent wit? Can virtue hide itself? Go to. You are here.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you must pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are.
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit out of the 100 merry tales. Why, this was Signor Benedick that said so.
Why, what is he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Oh, not I, believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him, and the commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy, for he both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and beat him. I am sure he is in the fleet. I would he had wanted me.
When I know the gentleman, I will tell him what to say.
Do! He'll but break a comparison or two on me, which, peradventure, not marked or not laughed at, will strike him into melancholy. And then there's a partridge wing say, for the fool who'll eat no supper that night. Cousin! Come, we must follow the leaders.
Every good thing.
That's Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are not you Signor Benedick?
You know me well, I am he.
Signor, you're very near my brother in his love. He's an Aalborg hero. Pray, dissuade him from him. He's no equal to his birth. part of an honest man in it.
How know you he loves her?
I heard it, swears affection.
So did I too. He swore. That he'll marry her.
Tonight.
Come, there's the banquet.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedick. But hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. Certain so the prince rules for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things save in the office and affairs of love. Therefore all hearts in love use their own tongues, that every eye negotiate for itself and trust no agent for beauty is a witch, against whose charms faith melteth into blood. This is an accident of hourly proof, which I must trust to not. Farewell, therefore, Hero.
And Claudio?
Yea, the same.
Come, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow tree, about your own business, Count. Tell me, in what fashion will you wear the garland of? Around your neck like a usurer's chain, or under the arm like a soldier's scarf? You must wear it one way, for the prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Hey, wait. That's spoken like an honest drovier, so they sell bollocks. Do you think the prince would misuse you thus?
I pray you.
Leave! Hey! Now you strike like the blind man. It was the boy that stole your meat, and you'll beat the post.
If it will not be, I'll leave you.
Pour her foul. Now we'll creep into Setches. But that my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me. Yeah, the prince's jester. It may be I go under the title because I am married. But I am apt to do myself the wrong. I am not so reputed. It is the base disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person and thus gives me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Senor Benedick, where's the Count?
My lord, I have played the part of Lady Fame. I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace had got the favour of the young lady. And then I offered him my company to the next willow tree, there to make him a garland, as for being forsaken, or to bind him up a rod, as to being worthy to be whipped. To be whipped? What's the spot? The flat transgression of a schoolboy who, being overjoyed in finding a bird's nest, shows it to his companion, who then steals it.
Wilt thou make a trust a transgression, though the transgression is in the stealer?
Nah, but it would not have been amiss that the rod had been made, and the garland too, for the garland he might have worn himself, and the rod he might have bestowed on you, who, as I take it, has stolen his bird's nest.
I will but teach him to sing, and restore them to the owner.
If their singing match your saying, you say honestly.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman who danced with her told her she's much wronged by you.
She misused me, past the endurance of a block. My very thighs have began to assume life and scold with her. She told me, not thinking I'd been myself, that I was the prince's jester, that I was duller than a great Thor, hurtling jest upon jest with such impossible conveyance that I stood like a man at a mark with the whole army shooting at me. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there'd be no living near her. she'd infect to the North Star. Yeah. I would not marry her if she were endowed with all that Adam had left him ere he transgressed. Talk not of her. I would some scholar would conjure her. Truly, while she is here, a man might live as quiet in hell as in a sanctuary, and people sin upon purpose because they will go thither. So indeed, all disquiet, horror, and perturbation follows her. Yeah.
Look, here she comes.
My lord, I would do you any service now to the world's end. I would go on the slightest errand to the antipodes that your grace could devise to send me on. Fetch you a toothpicker from the furthest inch of Asia. Do you any embassage to the pygmies rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy? Hath your grace no employment for me?
None but to desire your good company.
Oh God, sir, here is a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
Come, lady. You've lost the heart of Signor Benedick.
Indeed, my lord. He lent it me a while, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for his single one. Marry, once before he won it off me with false dice. Therefore, your grace may well say I have lost it.
You put him down, lady.
So I would not he should do me, my lord, lest I prove the mother of fools. But here's Count Claudio, whom you sent me to see.
Ah, why? How now, Count? Why, what's the matter? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then, sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad nor sick, nor merry nor well, but civil Count, civil as an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
In faith, lady, I think your blazon to be true, though if you saw this one, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio! I have wooed thy name, and fair girl is won. I have broke with her father, and his goodwill obtained.
Count, take off me my daughter and with her. Count, take off me my daughter and with her my fortunes. His Lord hath made a match, and a grace say amen to it.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself to you and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss, so that he cannot speak neither.
By my troth, my lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord, I thank you, poor fool, it keeps on the windy side of care. Look, my cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good Lord, for alliance. And thus goes everyone to the world but I, and I am sunburnt. I may sit in a corner and cry, hey ho, for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I would rather have one of your father's getting. Hath your grace never a brother like you? Your father got excellent husbands, if a maid can come by them.
Will you have me, lady?
No, my lord. Unless I might have another one for working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But, pardon my grace, I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me. And to be merry, best because. For I have doubt you were born in a merry hour.
No, my mother cried. But then the starters, none of that was I born.
Niece, will you look to those things that I told you?
I cry you mercy, uncle. By your grace's pardon.
By my troth, a pleasant spirit lady.
There's little of that melancholy element in her. She's never sad but when she sleeps, not even sad then. I've heard my daughter say that she often dreams of unhappiness and wakes herself laughing.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
No, she watched all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Benedick.
My lord, they would be married for a week and talk themselves mad.
Count Claudio, when do you mean you go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes and crutches till long all his rights.
No. Not till Monday, which is just 7 days hence. A time far too brief to have all things answered in my mind.
Come, you shake your head at so long awaiting. But I warrant thee, the time shall not go as dully by. I will in the interim undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring the Lady Beatrice and Signor Benedick together into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. I would fain have it a match, but if you three will mention me to assistance, as I shall give you direction.
My lord, I'm for you, though it will cost me 10 nights watching.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero?
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
And Benedick is... He's not the unhopefullest husband that I know. Thus far can I praise him. He's of a noble strain, of approved valor and confirmed honesty. I will teach you how to humor your cousin, so that she will fall for Benedick. And I, with your two helps, will so practice on Benedick that despite his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he shall fall for Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods. Come with me, and I shall show you my drift.
It is so. The Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonato.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment would be medicinal to me. I am sick in displeasure to him, and whatsoever comes athwart his affection ranges evenly with mine. How canst thou cross this marriage?
Not honestly, my lord, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me, briefly, how?
I believe I told your lordship a year since how much I am in the favour of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to Hero.
I remember.
I can, at any unseasonable instant of the night, appoint her to look out at her lady's chamber window.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that lies in you to temper. Go you to the prince your brother. Tell him that he hath wronged his honour in marrying the renowned Claudio to a contaminated stale such a one as he will.
What proof shall we make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo Hero and kill Leonato. Look you for any other issue?
Only to despite them, I will endeavour anything.
Go then. Find Don Pedro and the Count Claudio alone. Tell them that you know Hero loves me. They will scarcely believe this without trial. Offer them instances which will bear no less likelihood than to see me at her chamber window. Hear me call Margaret Hero, and bring them to see all this the night before the intended wedding. In the meantime, I will so fashion the matter that Hero shall be absent, and there shall appear such seeming truth to Hero's disloyalty that jealousy shall be called assurance, and all preparation overthrown.
Throw this to our adverse issue it can, and we'll put it in practice. Be cunning in working this, and thy fee is 1,000 ducats.
Be you constant in your accusations, and my cunning shall not shame me.
I shall personally go learn their day of marriage.
Boy!
Yes, senor.
In my chamber window lies the book. Bring it hither.
But, sir, I'm already here.
I know that. I would have thee hence and then back again. I do much wonder how one man, when seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, having laughed at such shallow follies in others, prove the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. Shall I be converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell, but I think not. I'll not be sworn, but love may transform me into an oyster. I'll take it my oath on it. Till he hath made an oyster of me, he shall never make me such a fool. One woman is wise, and yet I am well. One woman is virtuous, and yet I am well. One woman is fair. Fair. And yet I am well. But until all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that's for certain. Wise, I'll none. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble, or not I for an angel. Of good discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be of whatever colour it please God. Prince and Monsieur Love, I'll hang thee.
See you when Benedick hath hid himself.
Come hither, Leonato! What was it you told me of today? How your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedick?
I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, I neither. But most wonderful that you should so dote on Signor Benedick, whom she in all outward behavior ever seemed to abhor.
Is it possible? Sits the wind in that corner?
By my troth, I cannot tell what to think, but that she loves him with an enraged affection. It's past the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Are you faith like enough?
Oh God, counterfeit never came counterfeit of passion so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why? What effects of passion shows she?
Bait the hook, no less fish for bites.
What effects, my lord? She will sit you. You heard my daughter telling you how.
She did indeed.
How? How pray you? You amaze me. I would have thought her experience had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
I would have sworn it had, especially against Benedick.
You've taken the affection, hold it up.
Has she made her affection known to Benedick?
Nay, and swears she never will. That's her torment.
Oh, 'tis true indeed. So your daughter says. Shall I, says she, that have so often counted him with scorn, write to him that I love him?
That says she now when she's beginning to write him. For she'll be up 20 times tonight, and there she will sit, you see, read a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us all.
Now you talk of a sheet of paper, I remember a pretty jest your daughter told us of.
When she had read it and was reading it over, she found Beatrice and Benedick between the sheets. The ecstasy had so much overborne her that my daughter is afraid to do desperate outrage to herself. 'Tis very true.
It were good that Benedick knew of us mother if she will not discover it.
What if, my lord, you would make but a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse?
Oh, if he should, it were an alms to hang him. But she's an excellent, sweet lady, and I have no suspicion she is virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
In everything but loving Benedick.
Oh God! Wisdom and blood combating in so tender a body. We have 10 proved to 1, then God hath victory. I am sorry for her, as I have just caused being her guardian and her uncle.
Oh, I would she had bestowed this dotage on me. I would have daft all other respects that made half myself. I pray thee, tell Benedick of it, and hear what she will say.
Word good, thank you.
Hero thinks surely she will die.
Die?
For she will die if he love her not, and she will die ere she make her love known, and she will die if he woo her, rather than she will bake one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She doth well. 'Tis likely she should make her affection known to him, he should scorn her. For the man to know hath a contemptible spirit.
He's a very proper man.
He hath indeed a good outward happiness.
And in my mind very wise.
Well, he has some sparks that are like wit.
And I take him to be valiant.
If he do not fear God, I must necessarily make peace. But if he break peace, he must enter into a quarreling with fear and trembling.
I'll never tell him, my lord, that he'll wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, that were impossible. She'll wear her heart out first.
Well, we shall hear further of it by your daughter. Let it cool the while. I love Benedick well, and would wish he would modestly examine himself to see how unworthy he is such an excellent lady.
My lords, dinner's ready. Will you walk?
If you do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
Let the same net be cast for her, but that must your daughter and her gentlewoman carry. Let us send her to call him to dinner.
have the truth of it from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. They say her affection has its full bent. Love me. Well, it must be requited. I hear how I'm censured. They say I will bear myself proud if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that she would rather die than show any outwardness of love. I did never think to marry. I must not seem proud. Happy are they that can hear their detractors and put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. It is a truth. I can bear them witness. And virtuous. 'Tis true. I cannot reprove it. And wise. But for loving me, it is no great addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her. I may, perchance, have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, since I have so long railed against marriage. But does not the appetite alter? The man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. Shall quips and sentences and these paper bullets of the brain awe a man from his career and humor? No! The world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I'd live till I was married. Oh, here comes Beatrice. By this day, she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come into dinner.
Sweet Lady Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
Ah, so you take pleasure then in the message.
Yea, just as much as you may take upon a knife's point a chocolate door withal. You have no stomach, senor? Very well.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me. That is as much as to say, any pains I take for you are as good as thanks. If I do not take pity on her, I am a villain. If I do not love her, I'm a fool. I'll go get the picture.
Good Margaret, run thee to the parlour. There shalt thou find Beatrice proposing with the prince and Claudio. Whisper her ear and tell her I and Ursula walk in the orchard and our whole discourse is all of her. Then will she hide to listen our purpose. This is my office. Bear thee well in it and leave us alone. I'll remember. Now Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, our talk must only be of Benedick. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedick is sick in love with Beatrice. Now begin, for look where Beatrice, like a lapwing, runs close by the ground to hear our conference. Feel that
been yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn right sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on. And her wit values itself so highly that to her all matter else seems weak. She cannot love, nor take no shape, nor project of affection. She's too self-endeared.
Sure, I think so. And therefore, certainly, it were no good. She knew his love, lest she make sport at it.
Why you speak truth? I never yet saw a man how wise, how noble, young, how rarely featured, but she would spell him backward. If fair-faced, she would swear the gentleman should be her sister. If speaking, why a vein blown with all winds. And if silent, why a block moved with none. So turns she every man the wrong side out, and never gives to truth and virtue that which simpleness and merit purchaseth.
Sure, such carping is not commendable.
No, not to be so odd and from all fashions as Beatrice's cannot be commendable. But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. Oh, she would laugh me out of my wits. Therefore, let Benedick, like covered fire, consume away its sighs, waste inwardly. It were better death than die with mocks to spare the style of tickling.
You tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No, rather I will go to Benedick and counsel him to fight against his passion. And truly, I'll devise some honest slanders to stain my cousin with. One does not know how much an ill word may poison liking.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedick.
Indeed, he has an excellent good name.
His excellence did earn it. Yeah, he had it. When are you married, madame?
Why, every day tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show thee some attires and have thy counsel. This is best to furnish me tomorrow.
She's lying, I warrant you. We have got her, madame.
If it proves so, then loving goes by haps. Some Cupid kills with arrows, and some with traps.
What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride, adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedick, love on, I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. Oh!
I do but stay till your marriage be consummate, then I return to Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
Nay, that would be as great a sorrow if it was for your new marriage. I will only be bold with Benedick, for from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot, he is all mirth.
Gentles, I'm not as I have been.
So say I. Methinks you're sad.
Oh, I hope he be in love.
Oh, hang him truant. There is no drop of blood in him to be truly touched with love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have the toothache.
What, sigh for the toothache?
What is humor but a worm?
Well, any man can master grief, but he that hath it.
Yet say I think he be in love.
There's no appearance of fancy in him, lest be a fancy to strange disguises. Unless he fancy to the fooleries appears he hath. He is no fool for fancies, you would have appeared he is.
If he be not in love with some woman, there's no believing all signs. He brushes his hat in the morning. What should that bode?
Have anyone seen with the barbers?
Indeed, he looks younger than he did by the loss of a beard.
Nay, he rubs himself with civet. Can you smell him by that?
Oh, that's as much as to say the sweet youth's in love.
The greatest note of it is in his melancholy.
And when was he wont to wash his face?
Indeed, that tells a heavy tale. Conclude! He is in love!
Nay, but I know who loves him.
That would I know too. I warrant one that knows him not.
This is no charm for the toothache. Good old senor, will you walk with me? I've studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak to you that these hobby horses must not hear.
My soul to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have by this played their parts with Beatrice, and then the 2 bears will not bite one another when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good day, brother!
If your leisure served, I will speak with you.
In private?
If it please you, yet Count Claudio may hear, for what it would speak of concerns him.
Why? What's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow?
You know he does.
I know not that one, he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not, but that appear hereafter, and then better at me, by that I now will manifest. For my brother, I think he owes you well, and in dearness of heart felt to effect your ensuing marriage. Surely suit ill spent and labour ill bestowed.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, and circumstances shortened, for she has been too long a talking of, the lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero.
Even she. Leonardo's hero. Your hero. Every man's hero!
Disloyal.
That word is too good to paint out her wickedness. I could say she were worse. Think you of a worse title, I shall give her to it. Wonder not to further warrant, come with me tonight, and you shall see her chamber window entered, even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her. But it will better fit your honor to change your mind.
May this be so.
I will not think it.
If you dare not trust that you see, confess not what you know. If you will follow me, I will show you enough. And when you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I see anything tonight, why I should not marry her, tomorrow, in the congregation where I should wait, there will I shame her.
And as I joined with thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
I shall disparage you no further, till you're my witnesses. Bear it coldly but till midnight, and let the issue show itself.
O day untowardly turned.
Oh, mischief strangely thought.
O plague right well prevented.
where they shall suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were a punishment too good for them, if they should have any allegiance in them being chosen for the prince's watch.
We'll give them that chance, never agree.
First, who think you the most desertless guard to be constable?
You ought, Kate, sir, or George a Seagull, for they can write and read.
Come hither, neighbour Seagull. God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favoured woman is the gift of fortune, but to write and read comes by nature.
Both which, Master Constable?
You have, I knew it would be your answer. Well, for your favour, madam, why give God thanks and make no boast of it. And for your writing and reading, let that appear when there is no need for such vanity. You are thought here to be the most senseless and fit woman to be constable, therefore bear you the lantern. Da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da! Da-da! This is your charge. You shall comprehend any vagrant men. You are to bid any man stand. In the prince's name.
How if he will not stand?
Why then, take no note of him, but let him go, and presently call together the rest of the watch, and thank God you are rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, true. And you are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and talk is most tolerable and not to be endured.
We will rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
Why you speak like the most ancient and quiet watchman. For I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Well, you are to call at all the alehouses and bid those that are drunk get them to bed.
Hopefully will not.
Why then, let them alone till they are sober. If they make you not then the better answer, you may say they are not the men you took them for.
Well,
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him by virtue of your office to be no true man, and for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, why the more it's for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office you may, but I think those that touch pitch will be defiled. The most peaceable way for you, if you do meet a thief, is to let him prove himself for what he is and steal out of your company.
That is very true.
This is the end of your charge. You, neighbour Seagull, are to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in the night, you may stay him.
Nay, my lady, I think he cannot.
5 shillings to 1 on it. With any man that knows the statutes, he may stay him. Marry, not without the prince be willing. For indeed the watch ought to offend no man, and it is an offence to stay a man against his will.
Nay, my lady, I think it be so.
Ha! Well, masters, good night, and there be any matter of weight chances, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsels and your own, and good night. Come, neighbour.
Well, masters, we hear a charge. Let us go sit on the church bench till 2 and then all to bed.
One word more. Honest masters, I pray you, watch about Signor Leonato's door. For the wedding being there tomorrow, there is great coil tonight. Adieu, be vigilant, I beseech you.
What, Conrad?
Peace, stir not.
Mass and my elbow itch. I thought there would a scab follow.
I will owe thee an answer for that. Now forward with thy tale.
Therefore know I have of Don John earned 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible that any villainy should be so dear?
Thou should rather ask if it were possible any villainy should be so rich. For when rich villains have need of poor ones may make what price they will.
I wonder at it.
Tush! I may as well say the fool's the fool. But seest thou not what a deformed thief this fashion is?
I know that deformed. He's been involved with the 7 years because he went down like a gentleman.
Didst thou not hear somebody? But seest thou not what a deformed thief this fashion is? How giddily it turns about all the hot blood between 14 and 5 and 30.
All this I see, and I see that the fashion wears out more apparel than a man. But art not thou thyself giddy with the fashion too, that thou hast shifted out of thy tale into telling me of the fashion?
Not so neither, but no. I have tonight wooed Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to Hero, by the name of Hero. Yeah, she leads me out of her lady's chamber window, and there bids me 1,000 times good night. But I tell this tale violently. I should first tell thee how the Prince Claudio and my master, placed, planted, and possessed by my master Don John, saw from afar this amiable encounter.
And thought they Margaret was Hero.
2 of them did. The Prince and Claudio. But my master knew she was Margaret, and partly by his oaths, which did possess them, partly by the dark night, which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy, which did convince them of any slander that Don John had made. Away went Claudio, enraged, swore he would meet her the next morning as he was appointed, and there, before the whole congregation, shame her with what he had seen overnight, and send her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name, stand.
Come on, the right master.
Masters, never speak. We charge you to let us obey you to go with us.
Will obey you.
Troth, I think your other remarks were better. No, pray thee, good Meg. I'll wear this. Fine, Rachel, 'tis not so good. I warned your cousin would say so. My cousin's a fool, thou art another. I'll wear not but this. And God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy. 'Twill soon be heavier by the weight upon man. Fie upon thee! Art not ashamed? Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is marriage not honorable in a beggar? Is not your lord honorable without marriage? Ask Lady Beatrice else. Here she comes. Good morrow, Cass. Good morrow, sweet Hero. Why, how now? You speak in the sick tune.
I'm all out of tune, methinks.
Class into lighter love that goes without a burden. Do you sing it? No, do you sing it?
'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. By my troth, I am exceeding ill.
Hey ho! For a hawk, who's her husband?
For the letter that begins them all. H.
These gloves to count, Symphony. They are an excellent perfume.
I am stuffed,
comb you early.
It is not seen enough.
You should wear it till you can.
Oh, I'm sick. Oh.
Get you some distilled cardus benedictus and lay it in your heart. It is the only thing for poor that a prick with a thistle.
Benedictus?
What Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus.
No.
Moral? I have no moral meaning. I meant. Plain holy thistle! You may think perchance that I think you're in love. Nay, nay, by Our Lady, I'm not such a fool to think what I list. Nor I list, not to think what I can. Nor indeed I cannot think. If I would think my heart out of thinking that you are in love, or can't be in love, or will be in love. Yet Benedict was such a lover! And now is he become a man? You swore I'd never marry, and yet now, despite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not, but methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What pace is this that thy tongue claims?
Not a false gallop! Madame, betrothed, the prince, the count, Senior Benedict, Don John, and all the guards of the town have come to bid you to church. How to rest me, good guys. Good night. Good Ursula.
What would you with me, honest neighbors?
Marry, sir, I would have some confidence with you that deserves you nearly.
Oh, brief, I pray you, for you see it's a busy time with me.
Marry, this it is, sir. Yes, in truth it is, sir.
What is it, good friends?
Good man, Verges, sir, speaks little of the matter. An old fellow, sir, and her wits are not so blunt as God help I would decide they were. But, in faith, honest as the skin between her brows.
Yes, I thank God I am as honest as any living that is old and no honester than I.
Comparisons are odorous, neighbor Verges.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
It pleases your worship to say so, sir, but we are the poor duke's officers. But truly, for mine own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I would find it in my heart to bestow it all on your worship.
All thy tediousness on me, eh?
Yea, marry, and for £1,000 more than 'tis, for I hear as good an exclamation of you as of any man in the city, and though I be but a poor fellow, I am glad to hear it.
And so am I.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Marry, sir, our watch tonight, accepting your worship's presence, have taken a couple of as errant knaves as any in the city.
An old fellow, sir, she will be talking. Well, as they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. Well said, in faith, neighbor Verges. Well, God's a good man, and two men ride a horse, one must ride behind.
I must leave you.
One word more, sir. Our watch, sir, have indeed comprehended two auspicious persons, and we would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Take the examinations yourself and bring them me. I'm in great haste now, as it may appear unto you.
It shall be Duncan's.
Drink some wine.
Here you go.
Fare you well.
My lord, they stay for you to give your daughter to her husband.
I'll wait upon them. I'm ready.
Go! Go, good neighbor, go. Get you to Frances Seacle. Bid her bring her pen and inkhorn to the jail. We are now to examination these men.
And we must do it wisely.
Friar. Be brief. Only the plain form of marriage, and you shall recount their particular duties afterward.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady.
No. To be married to her, Friar. You come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count.
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment as to why you should not be conjoined, charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any, count?
I dare make his answer. None.
A woman dare do. A woman may do. A woman daily do not know what they do.
How now? Interjections? Why, some be of laughing as
Stand thee by, Friar. Father, by your leave, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what have I to give you back, whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. And you not hope, take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She is but the sign and semblance of a unhappy hope. Oh, like a maid, she blushes, but she's none. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married. Not to lead my soul to an approved wanton.
Dear my lord, if thou in thy own proof have vanquished the resistance of her youth and made the defeat of her
I
virginity.
know what you would say. If I have known her, you will say she did embrace me as a husband, and so extenuated the forehand sin of Leonardo. I never tempted her with word too large, but showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seemed I ever otherwise to you?
Out on thee, see back! You seem to me as thy hand in her hall. As chaste as is the bud, ere it be blown by you. More intemperate in your blood than Venus!
Is my lord well that he doth speak so wide?
Sweet prince, you speak you not.
What should I speak? I stand dishonored. I've gone about to link my dear friend to a common stale.
Are these words spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
There be but one question to your daughter. And by that kindly and fatherly power that you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so, as thou art my child.
Oh, God defend me! What kind of catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not Hero, who give not the name with any just reproach?
That can Hero. Hero itself can blot out Hero's virtue. What man was he? Talked with you yesternight out at your window. betwixt 12 and 1. Now, if you are a maid, answer to this.
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then you are no maiden. Leonato, I am sorry you must hear. Upon mine honor, myself, my brother, and this grieved count did see her, hear her, at that hour last night, talk with a ruffian at the chamber windows, who hath me confessed the vile counts they had 1,000 times in secret.
Fie, they're not to be named, my lord, not to be spoke of. There's not chastity enough in language without offence to argument.
Hath no man's dagger here point for me?
No! Oh no! What forsake you down?
Come, let's go. These things come thus to light, smother her spirits up.
How does the lady?
Dad, I think help, Uncle! Hero, my hero. Uncle, Signor Benedick, Friar.
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea. Wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Could she here deny the story that is written her blood, sir?
Have patience. I, for one, am so attired in wonder I know not what to say.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is belied!
Lady, were you her bedfellow yesterday?
No, truly not. But until last night, I had this woman been her bedfellow!
Confirm! Oh, thou was so strong, which before was barred up with ribs of iron. Would the two princes lie, and Claudio lie, who loved them so that speaking of this foulness washed it with tears?
Hear me a little, for I have only been silent so long and given course unto this way of fortune. By noting of the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start into her face, 1,000 innocent shames in angel whiteness beat away those blushes. Call me a fool. Trust not the tenor of my book, my reverence calling nor divinity. If this sweet lady lie not guiltless here under some biting error.
Friar, it cannot be. Thou seest that the only grace that she hath left is not to add to her own damnation, a sin of perjury. She denies it not. Why seekest thou to cover up with excuses that appears improper nakedness?
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that do accuse me, I know not. If I know more of any man alive than that which maiden modesty doth warrant, then all my sins lack mercy.
There's some strange misprision in the princess.
Two of them have the very bend of honor. Their wisdoms be misled in this. The practice of it lies with John the bastard.
They wrong her honor. The proudest of them shall hear of it. Time hath not yet dried this blood of mine, nor fortune make havoc of my means, that they shall, awaiting such a kind, both strength of limb and policy of mind, ability of means and choice of friends, to quit me of them thoroughly.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here the princess left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on your family's old monument hang mournful epitaphs, and do all rites that appertain unto a burial.
What shall become of this? What will this do?
Marry. This will carry shall on her behalf change slander to remorse. That is some good. She dying, as it must so be maintained, upon the instant she was accused shall be lamented, pitied, and excused. And so will it fare with Claudio. Then shall he mourn, and wish he had not so accused her, though he thought his accusation true. Let this be so, and doubt not but success will fashion the event in better shape than I can lay down in likelihood. The supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her infamy. And if it soared not well, you may conceal her, but of all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Signor, let the friar advise you. You know my inwardness and love is very much to the Prince and Claudio, but upon my honor I will deal this as secretly and justly should your soul with your body.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest trying relief.
'Tis well consented. Presently, away. For to strain sword strangely, they strain the cure. Come, lady, die to live. This wedding day is perhaps but prolonged. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I would not desire that.
You have no reason, I do it freely.
Surely I do think your fair cousin is wrong.
How much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as thee. That's strange.
It were as strange for me to say I love nothing as well as you, but believe me not. And yet I lie not. I confess nothing. No, I deny nothing. Oh, I'm sorry for my cousin.
Beatrice, by my sword, thou lovest me.
Do not swear, and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love thee not.
Will you not eat your word?
There are many souls that can be devised to it.
Why, then God forgive me.
For what offends Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
Then do it. With all your heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that nothing is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Wahoo! Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet bitch.
I am gone, though I am here. There is no love in you. Nay, I pray you let me go.
Beatrice.
In vain I will go.
We will be friends first.
You dare each be friends with me, then fight with mine enemies.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height a villain that hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man. What? Bear him hands until they come to take hands, and then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor, oh, that I were a man, I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man out a window. A proper saying.
Hey, but Beatrice.
Sweet hero. She's wrong, she's slandered, she's undone.
Beatrice.
Princes and counties. A princely testimony. A goodly count, Count Confect. Such a sweet gallant. Oh, that I were man for his sake. or that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesies, valor into compliment, and then a return into tongue. I cannot be a man with wishing, if I must die a woman with grief.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice, by this hand I love you.
Use it for my love, sir, by the way, and swearing by it.
Think you in your soul that Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Nay, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. Enough. I'm engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand. So I leave you, and by this hand Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go, comfort your cousin. I must say she's dead. So farewell.
Marry, that am I and my partner.
Nay, that's certain. We have the exhibition to examine.
But which are the offenders that are to be examined? Let them come before, Master Constable.
Yea, Mary, let them come before me. What is your name, friend?
Borachio.
Pray, write down
Borachio.
yours, madam.
My name is Conrad, sir.
Write down Conrad. Masters, do you serve God?
Aye, sir, we hope.
Write down that they hope they serve God, and write God first, for God defend, but God should go before such villains. Masters, it is proved already that you are little better than false knaves, and it will go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourselves?
Marry, sir, we say we are none.
A marvelous witty fellow, I assure you, but I will go about with him. Come hither, Sirrah. A word in your ear, sir. Sir, I say it is thought you are false knaves.
Sir, I say we are none.
Well, stand aside. Oh, God, they are both in a tale. Have you written down they are none? Master Constable!
You go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch that are their accusers.
Yea, marry. That is the eftest way. And let the watch come forth. Masters, I charge you in the prince's name, accuse them.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, is a villain.
Write down Prince John, a villain. Wait, this is flat perjury to call a prince's brother villain.
Master Constable.
Bring thee, fellow, peace. I do not like thy look, I promise thee.
What did he say else?
Marry, that he had received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the Lady Hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed. What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did mean, upon his words, to disgrace Hero before the whole assembly and not to marry her.
Oh, thou villain, thou wilt be cast into everlasting redemption for this. What else?
This is all.
And this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John is this morning secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon the grief of this, suddenly died. Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought to Leonato's. I will go before and show him their examination.
Come, let them be opinioned.
Let them be in the hands
Oh!
of Coxcomb.
God's my life. Where's the sexton? Let her write down the prince's officer, Coxcomb. Come, bind them, thou naughty varlet. Away! You are an ass! You are an ass! Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that she were here to write me down. An ass! But, masters, remember that I am an ass. Though it be not written down, yet forget not that I am an ass. No, thou villain, thou art full of piety, as shall be proved upon thee by good witness. I am a wise fellow, and which is more, an officer, and which is more, a householder, and which is more, as pretty a piece of flesh as any in Messina, and one that knows the law. Go to, and a rich enough fellow. Go to, and one that hath had losses, and one that hath 2 gowns, and everything handsome about her. Bring them away! Oh, that I have been rid down an ass!
If you go on thus, you will kill yourself. And 'tis not wisdom thus to second grief against yourself.
I pray thee, cease thy counsel, nor let no comfort delight mine ears. Bring me a father who so loved his child, whose joy of her is overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. Measure his woe by the length and breadth of mine, and answer every strain for strain, and every lineament branch shaven form. And if such a one should smile and stroke his beard, when he should groan and patch grief with proverbs, bring him yet to me. But there is no such man. For why? Men can counsel and speak comfort to that grief they do not themselves feel. Therefore, give me no counsel.
Therein do men from children nothing differ.
Pray thee, peace. I be flesh and blood. There were never philosopher that could endure the toothache patiently.
Yet bend not the harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
There thou speaks reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul know that Hero is belied, and that shall Claudio know, the prince know, and all that does dishonor her. Good end. Good end.
Please, both of you.
Hear you, my lords.
We have some haste, Leonato.
Oh, some haste, my lords. Well, fare you well, my lords. Are you hasting out and all is one?
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
If he could right himself with quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Mary, thou wrongst me. Thou dissembler, thou, nay, never lay thy hands on thy sword. I fear thee not.
Mary, beshrew my hand if it should give your age such cause of fear. In faith, my hand meant nothing to my soul.
Oh, tush, tush, man. Never fleer and jest at me. I speak not like a dotard nor a fool. No, Claudio, on thy head thou hast so wronged mine innocent child and me, that I'm forced to lay down my reverence and challenge thee to a trial of man. Thou lies have gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried in a grave where never scandal slept, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy!
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
Say not right, old man.
My lord, if he he would on his own body prove it. If he dares, despite his nice fence and active practice, and may of you...
Away! I will not have to do with you.
Dost thou so daft me? Thou hast killed my child, and thou, if thou kill me, thou shalt kill a man!
He shall kill two of us. But that's no matter. Let him kill one first. Let him answer me. Come. Come follow me. Sir boy, come follow me. Sir boy, I will whip you from your fawning fence, sayest thou, gentlewoman, I will.
Wife?
Content yourself. My daughter is dead. Slandered to death by villains that dares well answer man indeed, as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, braggarts, yaks, milksops,
Anna!
hold your contempt! What man? I know them, yea, and what they weigh, even to the utmost scruple. Scrambling, outfacing, fashion-monging boys that lie, deprave, and slander, show outward hideousness, and speak up half a dozen dangerous words, how they might hurt their enemies if they dare. And this is all.
Good wife?
Come, 'tis no matter. Do not you meddle, let me deal in this.
Gentles both, we will not wait your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but on mine honor, she was charged with nothing but what is true and very full of proof.
My lord, my
I
lord.
will not hear it.
No? Come, wife, away. I will be heard!
Shall. Some of us will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
Now, Signor, what news?
Good day, my lord. Welcome, Signor Benedick. Well, you almost come to part what is almost a frail with aunt and his wife. What thinkst thou? That we thought that thou should have proven too young for them.
In false quarrel, there's no true valor. I came to seek you both.
Well, we have been up and down to seek thee. For we are high-proof melancholy, would fain have it beaten away without use thy wit.
It's in my scabbard, shall I draw it?
Dost thou wear thy wit by thy side?
Never any did so, though very many have been beside their wits. I'll bid thee draw as we do the minstrels. Draw to pleasure us.
As I am an honest man, he looks pale. How now, sir? Art thou sick? Or angry?
What? Courage, man. But though cat killed a cat, thou was mental enough in thee to kill cat.
Sir, I will match your wit in the career if you charge against me. I pray you. Pick another subject.
By this light, I think you be angry indeed.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God bless thee from the challenge.
Thou art a villain! I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare, and when you dare. Do me right, I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall lie heavily on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will be moved. Someone may have good chin.
Sir, your wit ambles well. It goes easily.
I'll tell thee how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day. Thou hast a fine wit, I said. True, she said, a fine little one.
With which she wept heartily and said she cared not.
Yea, that she did. But yet if she could not hate him deadly, she would love him dearly. The old man's daughter told us all.
Oh, Lord, and moreover, God saw him when he was hid in the garden.
But when shall we set the savage bull's horns on the sensible Benedick's head?
Yea, and the text underneath, here dwells Benedick, the married man.
Fare you well, boy. I'll leave you to your gossip-like humor. You break jests, as braggarts do their blades, which, God be thanked, hurt not. Your Grace, for your many courtesies I thank you, but I must discontinue your company. Your brother, the bastard, is fled from Messina. You have amongst you killed a sweet and innocent lady. As for my lord, Lapbeard here. He and I shall meet. Until then, peace be with him.
He is in earnest.
A most profound earnest, and I'll warrant you, for the love of Beatrice.
And hath charged thee.
Most sincere.
Oh, what a thing is man, when he goes in his doublet and hose and leaves off his wit.
He's then a giant to an ape. But then he's an ape, a doctor to such a man!
Did you say my brother was fled?
Come you, sir. Justice cannot tame you. She shall never weigh more reasons in her balance. Nay, and you, be a cursing hypocrite once you must be looked to.
How now, to my brother's aids bound. Officers! What offense have these men done?
Marry, sir. Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanderers. Sixth and lastly, they have belied a lady. Secondarily, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
Firstly, I ask thee, what have they done? Thirdly, I ask thee, what's their offense? Sixth and lastly, why are they committed? And to conclude, what lay you to their charge?
Why ye recent and in wrong division, and by my troth Theresa, one meaning will suit it.
Officers! Who will be so offended that you're thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet prince, let me go no farther to mine answer. Do you hear me? And let this count kill me. I have deceived your very eyes. What your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools have brought to light in the night who heard me confess how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the Lady Hero. How you were brought into the orchard to see me court Margaret in Hero's garments. How you disgraced her when you should marry her. My villainy they have upon record, which I had rather sealed with my death than repeat over to my shame. The lady is dead because of mine and my master's false accusations, and briefly I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs the speech not like iron through your blood?
I have done poison whilst he uttered it.
But did my brother set the end to this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
Oh, he is composed and framed of treachery, and fled he is upon this villainy.
Sweet hero! Now thy image doth appear in the red semblance thou loved it first.
Come, bring away the plaintiffs. By this time our sexton hath reformed Signor Leonato of the matter. And masters, do not forget to specify when time and place shall serve that I am an ass. Here comes Master Signor Leonato and his wife.
Which is the villain? Let me see his eyes that when I
I know another man like him, I may avoid him. Which of these is he?
If you would know your wronger, look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath has killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, not so, villain. Thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men of 30 split who had a hand in it. I thank thee for my daughter's death. Reported with high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done if you think you of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not but in mistaking.
By my soul, nor I. Yet to satisfy this good old man, I will bend under any heavy weight you will enjoin me to.
I cannot bid you my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people in Messina here, how innocent she died. And if your love can live on sad invention, hang upon her tomb an epitaph, and sing it to her bone tonight. Tomorrow come you to my house. Since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My wife has a niece, almost a copy of the child that is dead, and she is heir to both of us. Give her the right that you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
O noble sir, your overkindness doth bring tears from me. I do embrace your offer and dispose for henceforth of poor Claudio.
Tomorrow I'll expect your coming. Tonight I'll take my leave. This man shall be face-to-face brought with Margaret, who I believe was packed in all this wrong, hired to it by your brother.
No! By my soul she did not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke to me.
Moreover, sir, which indeed is not on white and black. This plaintiff here, the offender, did call me ass! I pray you, let it be remembered in her punishment. I beseech you, examine her upon that point.
I thank thee for thy care and honest praise.
Your reverence speaks like a most thankful and reverend youth, and I praise God for thee.
Paid richly, paid richly. There's for thy pains.
God save the foundation.
Go, and I discharge thee of thy prisoner, and thank thee.
I leave an errant knave with your worship, which I beseech your worship to correct yourself for the example of others. Oh, God keep your worship. I wish your worship well. God restore you to health. I humbly give you leave to depart. And if a merry meeting may be wished upon us, God prohibit it. Come, neighbor.
Until tomorrow, my lords, fare you well.
Farewell, my lords. Look to you tomorrow.
We shall not fail you.
Tonight, Aalborg with Hero.
We shall talk with Margaret and how her acquaintance grew with this lewd fellow.
Good Mistress Margaret, deserve a little my hand by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a style, Margaret, that no man shall come over it, for in most comely truth thou dost deserve it.
To have no man come over me? Well, I shall always keep below ears.
Your wit's like the greyhound's mouth, it catches.
And yours as blunt as the fencer's foil, which hit but hurt not.
It's the most manly wit, Margaret, it will not hurt a lady. And therefore I bid thee bring me Beatrice.
Oh, I'll call her to you. Who I think have legs.
And therefore will come. Benedick and Beatrice! Will you come when I call thee?
Yea, Signor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then is spoken farewell. And yet, here I go. Let me go that I came, which is with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
How many foul words? Thereupon will I kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
Thou hast frighted the word out of its right sense, so forcible is thy wit. But I must tell thee plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge, and I must either hear from him shortly, or I will subscribe him a coward. And now tell me, for which of my bad parts did thou first fall in love?
For them altogether, which maintain so politic a state of evil that it would not let any good part intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love. A good Everton, I do suffer love indeed, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think, alas, poor! If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I can never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to rule peaceably.
Oh, it appears not in this confession. There's not a wise man among 20 that will praise himself.
An old instance, Beatrice, that lived in the time of good neighbours. If a man do not in this age erect his own tomb ere he dies, he'll live no longer in monument, and the bell rings and the widow weeps. So much for praising myself, whom I can bear witness. And praiseworthy. But so much for that. How doth your cousin?
Very ill.
How do you?
Very ill too.
Serve God. Love me and men.
You must come to your uncle. Yonder's old goil at home. It's been proven my Lady Hero has been falsely accused. The Prince and Claudio mightily abused. John is the author of all. It's fled and gone. Will you come presently? Will you come hear this news, Signor?
I'll live in your heart, die in your lap, and be buried in your eyes. And moreover.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the Prince and Claudio, who accused her upon the error you heard debated. But argument so forth of this as it appears to know the true cause of all the question.
Well, I'm glad both you folk so well.
So am I, being otherwise by faith and forced to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, kinswoman on, go into a chamber yourself, and when I call for you, come hither masked.
Friar! Friar. I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, Signor?
To bind me, or undo me, one of those. Signor, true it is, Signor, that your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
And I, my daughter Linda, this most true.
And I, likewise, with an eye of love requital.
A sight whereof she hath from me and from Claudio and the Prince. But what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. But for my will is for your goodwill to stand with ours and to be, upon this day, conjoined in a state of honorable marriage. Honorable marriage. For which, Friar, I will desire your help.
My heart is what you're like.
And my help.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Tomorrow, Prince. Tomorrow, Claudio. We here attend you. Are you yet determined today to marry? Call her for wife. The friar here is ready.
Good morrow, Benedick. Why, what's the matter? You have such a February face, so full of frost, of storm, and cloudiness.
I think he thinks upon the savage bull.
And such a same bull jumped your father's cow and had a calf in that same noble feat. Much alike to you, you have the same bleat.
And for this I owe you. Here comes the reins. Which is the lady I must seize upon?
This same is she, and I do give you her.
Why then she is mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No, that you shall not till you have taken her hand before this friar.
Give me your hand. Before this holy friar, I am your husband, if you like me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
and not the hero.
Nothing certain. One hero died defiled, but I do live.
The former hero that is dead. She died, my lord, while her slander lived.
All this amazement I can qualify. When after that the holy rites are ended. Meantime, let wonder seem familiar, and to the chapel let us presently.
Oh, hey, soft and fair, Friar. Which one is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
No. Why no more than reason?
Why then is your uncle and Prince and Claudio much belied, for they swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Why, no. No more than reason.
Why then my cousin, Margaret and Ursula much deceitfully did swear you did.
Well, they swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were like dead for me.
Well, it's no matter, so you do not know.
No, but in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin, I'm sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sworn upon it that he loves her, for here is a paper written in his hand, a whole 6 sonnets of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedick.
Hey! A miracle. Here are our own hands against our hearts. Come. I'll have you. But by this line, I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life. I was told you were under consumption.
Peace. I will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedick, the married man?
I'll tell you what, Prince. A college of witcrackers could not flout me out of my humor. In brief, since I do purpose to marry, I will think nothing to the purpose that the world can say against it, and therefore never flout at me what I have said against it, for man is a giddy thing, and this is my conclusion. As for thee, Claudio, I did think to have beaten you, but since thou art like to be my kinsman, love my cousin and live unbruised.
I would well hope thou wouldst have denied Beatrice, that I might have cudgelled thee out of thy single life to make thee a double dealer, which out of question thou wilt be if my cousin do not look exceedingly narrow recently.
Come, we are friends. Oh, let's have a dance ere we be married, to lighten our hearts and our wives' heels.
We'll have dancing afterward.
My lord, your brother John is taken in life and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow, my lord, where I will devise thee brave punishments for him. As for now, play music! Prince! Thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife!